So yeah, welcome to the Payday stream, Payday 3 waiting room thing. This is the new gun for Clover. Like, you know what? I don't really want to shit on it that much. But come on. I mean, here's the thing. You know, we've been joking about the whole, you know, ARification of guns since like I don't know how long. Like, literally, it's like the crap. Every modern assault rifle and nearly every modern gun just becomes the AR-15. It's just that. Even if it's mechanically different, it just becomes that. So I need to question. Why? Just why, actually, don't we get, you know, the one from Payday 2? Like, yeah. I know why, you know, they changed it, okay? This one is going to be the new British Standard Army rifle. And this one was the British Standard Army rifle. The latter one kinda sucked. And
It looks unique though. That's kind of
yeah.
yeah.
And that's the thing.
It looks cool.
Yeah. That's the thing, you know? I mean, I'd say, you know, the new one is basically, oh yeah, it's an AR, but, you know, with a longer barrel. But, like, here's the thing. I know that if you look at the case one in real life, you will see that, yeah, it went to the, you know, it went to the style of the AR-15 because it's just more modular, it is more ergonomic, it's also just smaller, okay? And from what I know, I think the main difference is that they also go to a higher caliber again. Yeah, it has higher muzzle velocity than M4 and stuff. Like, it's a good rifle, you know. Oh no, it's 5.56. 5.56. Oh yeah, wait, that's the. It is going It is, I think, the standard one. So yeah, I know why they're using this. I know why they're building this one. You know. I mean, the USA is currently switching over to a Swiss gun because they were like, you know, oh hey, every other army in the world is catching up in terms of armor, so we probably just need better, you know, higher calibers to penetrate armor. But like, again, when you look at this, we already have guns like this in the game. We don't have many guns like this. Because that's a problem for video games. If you look at, you know, a video game itself, video games need visual differentiation, okay? Sure, you also need some difference in how stuff plays. This is why there are, you know, guns in Call of Duty that are just burst fire, and there are guns that, you know, are just single fire. Yeah, that's just how it is. But like, come on. That's the thing, okay? I don't want to shit on this too bad because again, it's a free gun. But why do you pick the most bland gun possible to put in a game? You know what the funniest bit about this thing is? This is the new LMG. I mean,
What gun is that?
that's the LMG.
Yeah, but like I've never seen that model. I think
Um,
unless it's completely different furniture, but it's completely. I don't recognize it at all.
there are a few versions of them. But like, I think this one was based upon. What was it again? Um, it's kind of a new one. But I forgot which one it's based on. I really forgot which one it was based on. It's kind of a newer one. Let me check. I think it was it is what's it called? It is a British one. I think it's based on the LAMG. Like that one, is it? Yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm actually kind of. That's it. I know, you know, we're going through the boring stuff here, but again, Overkill has not put up the servers, so again, another British gun. This is a Stoner gun, by the way. It's based on the Stoner.
Oh. Yeah, I can see it.
I think
can
the
definitely
Americans
see it.
bought them though, so.
Stoner 63. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Stoner LAMG, it's called. I think it's a yeah. I realized because it's also in Battlefield 2042. I was like, oh yeah, right. They have all those weapons that will probably soon be added. That will soon become something. So it's like, yeah, that was that. But also like, it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Really.
Back in the 2000s, when the XM8 was in like a half a dozen games.
The XM8. Oh god, you know what? The XM8 was not even in that many games. It wasn't. It was in how's it called? It wasn't Battlefield Bad Company, but like.
It was in Crisis.
Oh no, it was based. I think it was based on that, but yeah.
Yeah. The main rifle in Crisis was explicitly like supposed to be a further development of the XM8, I believe. Like,
I mean, on that note, you can
descendant.
say the XM8, the Scarab. Is it that? No. It's this. There's the scars. It's too humid. Did I say that already today? Because it's too humid. And I need to wait for a fucking update, and I think at least you're here. I can talk. I'm not seeing it, by the way. Damn it. Oh well. I mean, it's kind of ironic if you think about it, because, well, because it's like, oh hey, what do I wanted to say? Like here, it's like, oh hey, we're bringing like an AR that an LMG that looks fine, but like, it just looks like an LMG, and like, remember how that was the first LMG in Payday 1? And well, Payday 2.
Yeah.
And
HK21.
and how it's like kinda distinct to look at.
Yeah.
and you're wondering why the fuck they didn't put that in the game. Like, that's the thing, okay? With, again, with video games. You kind of need to have shit that looks distinct. Or it just becomes kind of boring. And the problem is, the more you look at modern guns, the more they just look the same.
Yeah.
And this isn't to say, oh, hey, don't blame people for that. Because I do think, guns should be, at least to a degree, designed sensibly, that you can use them. Because there are certain degrees of modern warfare that just need to be covered by weaponry. But you can use more interesting
Logistics.
stuff. Yeah. Like, there's just some stuff you could do that would look more interesting. Like, refurbished FALs or G3s would still look more distinct, but you could still make them like, oh yeah, you can totally make a gun out of that. It's just like, if someone comes to me and is like, oh hey, but there are not that many distinct LMGs. I'm like, here's the thing. That's just. I know this is an old design. I know people would say, okay, but Nia, this is just basically an MG3 built by the Spanish. Yes. So what? This looks distinct.
Yeah.
This is a rifle that you could look at and be like, oh, that carrying handle with iron sight and Piccinetti rails on it, that's distinct. That's an interesting design. It works also on so many levels.
Yeah.
And
like the thing with that LAMG, I have no doubt that it's perfectly functional, perfectly fine,
yeah.
and probably like easy to maintain, but it doesn't look interesting. It is just it is a slab with like a couple of recessed sections in it. It is.
I mean,
it is a brick. The gun is a brick.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
Doesn't it looks boring?
And the problem is, it kind of looks boring. Because here's the thing. If you look at these two side by side, one is, the modern British rifle that is designed to be ergonomic, but, loses a lot of visual flair because, well, it's not supposed to have it. It's supposed to be functional. That's fine. That is 100% fine. But if you put them side by side, they're both just functional modern weapons. They look fine on their own, but like if you make, an armory for a game, they start to not be interesting or distinct.
Yeah.
But then you look at, for example, this thing here. Yes, in reality, the gun sucked. The gun sucked hard. It was bad. But for reading it, who cares?
From what I gather, it was really bad initially, but they made an updated version later that fixed most of the versions. So like the later versions are actually good. But by then the reputation was already in the tank.
I mean, it's more like Heckler and Koch fixed them, and then they were good, solid weapons.
Yeah.
They were not as good as basically every other weapon that Heckler and Koch produced at that time, but they were still solid weapons. Like, here's the thing, one of the biggest problems this gun will have, it was more like, before that, it was a gun that just failed. And after it was a gun that shot, was relatively reliable, and still couldn't be handled ambidextrously. I can fire a G36, even though I'm left-handed. Probably not the best, but I can, because it's not, a bullpup. But yeah, here's the thing. I would say if you would put this LMG in the game, but also put this in the game, and maybe this, you would have 3 distinct LMGs. 3 visually and time period distinct, 3 visually distinctive LMGs, and suddenly, the modern one would look interesting because it is the modern one compared to, see, early Cold War stuff that just kind of is there. And that's the thing. Build an armory on distinctivity. Anyway, any update? For example. Okay. Oh god. You know what? Here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you here. Just... I don't know if I'm excited, but like, the social media team is really, like, I hope they get bonuses because, like, pretending everything is fine and just like, oh yeah, we're fine and we know you will wait for that. It's like, someone is currently sitting in front of that desk. Look at the fucking time because it's 23. It's almost midnight. And they kind of have to pretend like, you know, nothing is burning right now, and they're going to release a DLC that will... And let me put this very lightly. If this DLC will just be okay, even if it's perfect, it will get a backlash.
Yeah.
Because again, since November, people have been waiting for stuff. This is the shit most paid for still. And it's not going live. We are witnessing something right now. I don't know what we're witnessing, but like, hey, one last issue. It's gonna be up soon. They said it. Yay. How was everyone else's weekend so far? Yeah. Also, by the way, the first answer, boys and Q, is actually kind of fun. It's actually that's a good answer. That's legitimately funny. that is a legitimately funny answer. But like, yeah, I'm honestly just fascinated watching, you know, their social media presence because yeah, they're doing work where they definitely deserve extra pay. Like, the fuck, like, imagine you're the social media team and someone blundered you know, everyone else in the studio just blundered Payday 3. They blundered it really fucking hard. I mean, hey, by the way, you want to see how it's going for Payday 3?
Oof.
420 at least. It's just a big oof. And I'm not blaming people. Like, here's the thing. To a degree, you would say, yeah, it's a co-op game. You probably don't need to have, you know, you don't need that many people online because it's just 4 people. I don't know how 264 people are playing. Probably the game just open. So I guess some people definitely want to try the update, but... Yeah, Wrangler. I guess nothing speaks more words than... Look at this descent in numbers. Just... I'm not blaming them. And you know what the saddest part about this is? It's not even something I would say I could talk a lot about. Like, the achievement-based progression is probably the biggest blunder. I cannot even start to begin with why the heists feel so bland. That minus 22,000 is rough as fuck. Like, here's the thing. Games fall off. You know, like, especially multiplayer games and co-op games, all the time. But, like, it is rough. Because that's the thing. That is just kind of like... I said it before. Payday 3 feels like their whole plan was to make a successor to Payday 3. To Payday 2. And then they went and made just a successor to Payday 2, and the whole end goal was to have, a successor to Payday 2. I don't know what the vision is behind Payday 3, other than, apparently, we're kind of making a Payday game, an Unreal. I'm not even saying they're making Payday 2, because here's the thing. If they actually just literally one-to-one copied all the mechanics from Payday 2, okay, into Payday 3 at launch, and said, hey, here's some new guns, here's some old guns, here are a few new heists, we're gonna, shovel every single heist from the previous games into this game at some point, I'd be fine. Because here's the thing. Payday 2 just was held back by Diesel. That's a fact. Diesel Engine was screaming to hell and back about the fact that it was Diesel Engine. And still, the difference between, I think, Payday 3 and Payday 2 is, if you look at Payday 2, it is still kind of the game where you could say they pushed Diesel Engine beyond what everyone expected that it could do. In terms of,
It allows you to drive in it.
I mean, okay, it was a driving game engine before that, so they just patched that back. But again, they were just like, you know what, you want drivable vehicles? Here, drivable vehicles, and we don't just do it for one heist, we do it for multiple heists. Fuck you. We do a whole heist about drivable vehicles, actually. They did shit. They were not like, limitations don't exist for us, we do this. Payday 3 is running on Unreal Engine 4 and soon Unreal Engine 5. I cannot tell you one thing why this is an improvement. You could say the stealth changes. Honestly, the whole, softer stealth approach, a bit like Hitman, is cool, but that could also work on Diesel. Right? I don't think that's a mechanic that couldn't work on Diesel. It feels more like they, did it differently in Payday 2 because the hard system was easier to grasp. Better to play around. And the new system is fine. This is the one improvement, but again, then they stacked other shit on top that made stealth kinda suck again. And then I don't think combat has in any form the same depth as Payday 2. It's just why is this game on Unreal Engine? Other than we needed a Payday game on a newer engine. Because again, if it literally was just Payday 2 remade and just said, we're gonna add everything else, to this game, everything new to this game, I'd be fine. Because then you would actually say, yeah, it's probably more future-proof than Payday 2, but it isn't. It's just, I don't see a vision there. It's like, here are 9 heists that are vaguely based on themes that people expect from a Payday game. Here are guns that people vaguely expect from a Payday game. Here are perks, a skill system that is kind of simple, but, with stuff that people expect from a Payday game. And that's it. It's stuff people expect from a Payday game. Anyway, you want to see something funny? Remember how everyone said Back 4 Blood failed as a game? This game is...
Those are numbers.
Those are numbers. This game is 2 years older than Payday 3. On the same engine. And this is the game everyone said failed. Just in comparison, this is the one with a new IP name that everyone compared to Left 4 Dead and you know what? Because just so everyone isn't like, oh hey, just don't fudge the numbers. This is Left 4 Dead 2. Like, these are still obscene player numbers. I'm just like, that game has been played to hell and back. Everyone who's still playing Left 4 Dead 2, this was fun. This was the whole game with all DLCs was $8 on sale recently. Actually, let me just check. It is, it's summer sale. It would be stupid if it's not on sale right now. Let me just check. Back 4 Blood Deluxe Edition, $8.99. Get Ultimate for $9.99. Who cares? It's $1 more. Then you have everything. All 3 expansions. That's $10. The game is finished. You want to have a new co-op game to play with friends? This Back 4 Blood is finished, and I'm currently playing it with friends. Let me tell you, these numbers are warranted. These numbers are warranted because here's the thing. Back 4 Blood, compared to Payday 3, has something that I call vision. Because I'm currently playing it, and I see, like, they really try to, make the levels feel more coherent around a place. They try to have a story arc structure. They have various mutations of this. Like, yeah, it's just technically just 3 special enemies. I think now 4, but they have various different mutations on them that change them up a bit. It's a lot. There are like 13 levels in Act 1. 13. The game has, with all DLCs, 6 acts. There are optional dungeons you can enter that spawn randomly in the level that are extra hard, but you can get extra strong loot out of it. They literally changed the whole card system they had at launch because it was kind of stupid, and now you just have a 15 card deck, which you just have at if you start a run, and that's your build. So you can actually go and be like, oh hey, I pick stuff together that, for example, I pick stuff together that, for example, for every pellet from a shotgun that hits an enemy, I get 0.25 temporary health. Oh, cool! I can now do something to define a playstyle. And, that just stacks on, playing on high difficulties. Yeah, sure, animation-wise and stuff, Left 4 Dead has more stuff going on there, but, like, that one was a Valve game with a lot of, money and time behind it, where they could just do that. This is a finished game you can get for $10. You can play right now. And, like, it's fun. It's legitimately a good game. And, yeah, these numbers. Again, this is what people say was a failure. A game that could never live up to what it promised. And it's still outdoing Payday 3. And the sad part is, Payday 3 probably launched in a better gameplay state. And issues are apparently resolved as of 14 seconds ago, according to Twitter. Oh, damn! Oh, damn! Does that mean I can finally... Oh, hello, everyone! Wait, an hour from going live. No! Wait, what? So, an hour away from going... Oh, God! Danny also just posted with me, like, you're launching at midnight! God damn it! We resolved every issue. You have to wait 1 more hour. I need to wake up tomorrow at 6 a.m. You know what? Fuck it. I will die. I will just straight up die. Oh, you know what I just kind of realized right now? they have they're having they're actually having a weapon DLC pack. Look what is in there.
Ah.
This is the MP5 and the G3. So they're introducing the LMGs with 1.3 LMG. But you know, they have the one weapon pack. And they're just like, yeah, you see, we're going to make the MP5 and the G3, and then like, but not the Brenner. It is kind of like the most iconic LMG that is, you know, fitting for that weapon family in Payday 2, but like, do we really need to do that?
People are certainly making decisions over at Overkill.
They are certainly making decisions. They are certainly be making decisions. I am in awe. You know? I am in actual awe. How the fuck? Like, anyone having a funny idea that, you know, we could do in like 1 hour? Because like, you know what, fuck it. You know what? You want to see a Chinese game? A fun little Chinese game we stumbled over? This isn't gonna be Payday 3, but like, you know what? Time to restart the stream again. Oh yeah, there it is. Actually, damn, it is on stream. It is on. Well, it is on Twitch. It is on fucking Twitch. So yeah, everyone, let's have some. So Lena, do you like You know, I just realized I could have actually played the second round of Space Station 14.
F.
You know what? Fuck is I was like, should I? Okay, chat. This is your decision. How would you rather watch another round of Space Station 14 before I do the heist, or should I put it on an how's it called? A cultivation auto battler. You can also say if you're in what you're interested in, Lena. Just like, this is chat. We're in this together. We just have to fucking wait 1 more hour. And
not an amazing cultivation.
It is not amazing cultivation auto battler. Oh god, patriotic red, white, and blue pretzel twists. The trans. Everyone. Come on. What is going on, browser? There. The either sounds good. Yeah, so, you know what? So, are you interested in one thing more than the other? And, you know, rest of chat, you can
I'll
also...
I'll take either.
Oh, damn, now we have 2 eithers. Chat, now is your time, before either I roll a dice or my girlfriend is gonna just chime in to play that I should play the auto battler, not be a coward. Okay? So if you're like, More Space Station 14 or Auto Battler? We have to do one thing. Okay, even is the Auto Battler, odd is. And it's even. I guess we're gonna... so yeah, we're back literally in a second. Don't move. Just reload the page if it stays blank.